Hi everyone, welcome to Eating Secret. It's Karen here, keeping you company and keeping you entertained during the lockdown. What I'm doing today is I'm remaking those donut soaps that I made a while ago. I just want to make them a little bit better than they were. I wasn't keen on how pale the yellow was. I didn't like the Easter egg on the top. And the drizzle wasn't defined enough. And the other thing is I used the marshmallow fluff fragrance. And I talked about it discolouring and how I liked the colour it discoloured too. But in actual fact, when I made the donuts and they cured, they looked dirty and they just didn't look very nice. The drizzle looked awful. So this is me remaking them for you today. So today, as you can see, I'm pouring some of the donuts, not as many as I made in the last video. And I'm using Rockstar fragrance, Rocking the Stars from Nature's Garden. You can also buy this fragrance in the UK from Sell the Smells, which is a Facebook group that you need to join. I'll put a link in the description box below to both of those, and let's continue making these soaps, shall we? Alright, so here we are, we're unmolding these donuts, and they're quite flimsy, these molds, but actually I really like them. They're really pretty awesome. I love the way they stack together. They don't take up much space and they all slot into each other. I really like that. So, you know, it keeps them nice and tidy and neat when you put them away. So what we're going to do before anything else is we're actually going to spray these with rubbing alcohol. Get plenty on there so they get nice and wet, and that just moistens the skin on the soap. Now people have asked me, is it okay, like recently I've had a few questions, is it okay to pipe on top of a cupcake base the day after? I wouldn't suggest it, but you can, as long as you moisten the top of the soap very, very well, and the piping of the soap, which would be the next layer to go on top of that, as long as it's not too stiff, it actually will stick to the base. So that's your question answered. I wouldn't suggest it. It's better to do it within an hour or so, or a couple of hours, or 3 hours, or whatever, but not 24 hours. But that is actually what I'm doing right now. So you see how delicious this looks. Obviously it's soap, it's not food. And I've used the Rockstar fragrance again from Sell the Smells in the UK, or if you're in the US it's Nature's Garden. Exactly the same fragrance. Sell the Smells in the UK are selling Nature's Garden fragrances. So now it's time to add the butter to the piping bag. I know a lot of people put their piping bag in a jug first and then fill that way. I don't know, I've never been able to get away with that somehow. Oh wow, it's the middle of the day and it's gone so dark and dingy, and you might hear some thunder as well. I just put a bit more yellow in this because I thought the last time I made them the yellow looked a bit washed out. And it really does look better. I mean, pink and yellow is another gorgeous colour combination. So as usual I used some yellow 240Y from is it mineralmakeupingredients.com in the UK, and I used some Buttercup Yellow from Mica Mama. Now I've ordered some Buttercup Yellow from You Make It Up, which hasn't come yet. I'm hoping it'll be here this week, but I'm not expecting it really, just in case, you know, this lockdown has created shipping issues for a lot of businesses. A lot of them, mind, have got orders out straight away. They've done really, really well. There's the rain. I don't know if you can hear it, but I've left the window open so you can hear whatever's going on outside, because, you know, I didn't realise that people actually like to hear the birds twittering or whatever's going on out there. So today it's the rain and the thunder. The other thing I wanted to tell you, the last time I made these I used the marshmallow fluff fragrance, and I was talking about the colour morphing being actually quite pleasant, but actually it's really not, and that's why those soaps didn't ever go on the website. The other thing I couldn't understand is how come I hadn't sold any of the Tiger King soaps. And then I realised I probably haven't put them on the website, so I went to have a look, and of course I haven't created a listing for the Tiger King. Actually, I don't like that. So they are on there now. Also, I keep meaning to tell you, or to remind you, that I do actually take credit cards on the website now. It's quite a long story, but I did have the website set up to take credit cards, and I had that through WorldPay, but I also had my old website through WorldPay, and you have to cancel the old website before your new website will start taking payments. So I literally tried, there it is, whoosh. I love that sound, it's awesome. So yeah, my website hasn't ever taken credit card payments unless they went through PayPal. So I'm just going to leave those a bit longer actually. They're not stiff enough to add the tops on. So just to let you know, we do take credit card payments as well now on the website. Thank goodness. Wix, these Wix websites, honestly, they're absolutely awesome. You know, they're not cheap to run, but they do everything you could possibly want in a website. For me, they do anyway. Obviously, I'm not being paid for this. You know, if I tell you something's good, it's because I really do believe it's good. So yeah, I know a lot of people, especially companies, like to use credit cards, so I probably will keep reminding people of that from time to time. I really feel like I just want to leave. I need to switch the camera off now, but I really feel like I want to leave it on for a bit so you can hear the thunder. So I might just let it run for a little bit. Giving everything a good drink. There's some lightning, so we should hear some thunder in a minute. The rain's that heavy you can't really hear it. You can't really hear the thunder, I mean. Okay, we'll be back in a tick to put these tops on. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? And when you're putting the tops on, you've got to try and make sure you've got them centered with the bottoms, which isn't easy unless you can get your head directly over the top. And don't press them down, just let them rest on there, because then you'll squeeze all the centre batter out the sides and it'll look ugly. Now, I actually like them without the piping in the centre, but 6 of these I need to pipe in the centre because someone's ordered 6. So I'm going to pipe in the center 6, and the others I'm going to leave, that's 6 isn't it, I'm going to leave without the piping. So this is some leftover soap batter I had that I didn't put any fragrance in, and I'm just adding some mauve Mica from Mica Mama, hoping that'll be enough. I really like this colour actually. I'm just going to get a whisk. Okay, so that's well mixed in now. And when I was talking about a jug, I am actually going to use a jug this time because it's far too runny. This soap is far too runny, and it might just run out of the bottom of here, but that's actually what I wanted to do. So you can see it's a very, very fine nozzle I've got on there. And people ask why I don't do this, and it's usually because I have a lot of batter, and it's just hard to do it in a jug because the piping bag's much higher than the jugs I've got. So I'm just going to run some of this into there. And then I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to take you over to the donuts. Now the last time I did this I did it with a pipette, but I actually don't like what the pipette did because all the soap just dribbled flat onto the donut, and so I'm thinking doing it with this, it's just going to look so much better. It's got a bit of definition, a bit of depth, and some texture. So I hope you'll agree. Okay, so I think we've got a much better effort than last time. Just the addition of a little bit of extra yellow. Get rid of the stupid eggs that I ruined the last batch with by putting eggs on. And then these, I think they look much better without that piping in the centre. And some sprinkles on there, sweet polita sprinkles, which are ridiculously expensive. So I used this one, the sprinkle medley, and I think they were $11.99 for 100 grams, which again is a lot, but I couldn't resist them because they're so cute. I love these cigar shaped ones. So that's it for this video. So I'm going to have a few of these to sell. Also I will put the others up and sell those off cheap. I'm not sure what price they'll be yet because I don't know how heavy they are. So as usual everyone, thank you so much for watching me, Karen Morland from Eden Secret. I'm an English soap maker in the UK, and I'm always grateful for you to watch, comment, subscribe and like. I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.